tell you a couple of winter maintenance tips today to help your house get through the winter smooth and effectively. The first thing is maintain your gutters and clean your gutters. Obviously, after the fall, you got a lot of leaves and debris falling. You want to keep those gutters clean. Multitude of things can happen when gutters start to overflow, and none of them are good. Usually includes wood rot, which then attracts ants, termites, that sort of thing. So bottom line, just clean the gutters. Trim your trees, remove the dead branches. I was actually doing an inspection one time when a dead branch fell on the buyer's car. I mean, a large one too. Put a big dent on it. The alarm went off. He just happened to be parked underneath it. Maintain your steps and handrails. A lot of times you don't really think about them, but if we do get some ice and snow and you need them, it's plus usually they're anchored into the bricks, and if they're loose, they're loosening up the mortar on the bricks. Something else I want to say too: if it does happen to snow, I recommend that you don't use the salt. Shovel it, but don't use the salt because a lot of people put salt on their porch and their steps, and what happens is once that it does melt the snow, but then you have this salt water basically that eases down into the mortar and causes it to crack and deteriorate. Inspect your roof. Be proactive. Make sure any loose shingles, things like that, get it taken care of before we have really bad weather. Check your insulation. Check in your attic. It's a great time. It really should be about a 10-degree difference from your outside and your attic. If you're losing a lot of heat out of your attic, it's a really inexpensive place where you can add insulation and really save some money. It's the best return on your investment to add insulation in the attic versus other places. Also, you want to make sure to check all your weather stripping around your doors and windows. Particularly, the change in seasons is really rough on weather stripping. Doors are open and closed all the time, but you want to create a good seal. We have infrared cameras here at Home Inspection Carolina, and we can go around the doors and we can really see where there's a lot of energy loss around there because of poor weather stripping. Another thing I want to tell you about the inside: if you have ceiling fans in the summertime, you want them blowing down. Because that wind chill effect cools, and in the wintertime you want the opposite. You don't want that. There's a reverse switch on it. You actually want it to pull up and push out to circulate heat in the room, but you don't want the wind chill effect. So make sure all of your ceiling fans are now this fall. You want to change them to where they point, where they blow up. Check your heating system. You may want to have it checked out. If you have a heat pump, beware that the first time you turn it on, dust is built up on those burners, and it'll probably smell a little bit like burning. Might even set the smoke detector off, but it'll burn off. It's just that first time. I'd probably run it, before you need to run it, just to make sure everything's all right. Get it checked out. Check all your faucets for leaks. This is a good time of year. You want to fill up all the sinks, pull the plug, and look underneath, see if there's any leaks in the drain. Again, just check, make sure all your gutters are draining properly. All the leaves are out of your yard. You want the leaves out of your yard because it can kill your yard. Make sure all power equipment is put up. You want to put a stabilizer or something like seafoam into the gas tanks to keep them from. If gas sits for a long time, you'll get trash in your carburetor next time you try to start it up. But I hope this has been helpful. I hope you have a healthy and prosperous Christmas, or Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate. Let's just say winter, and that your house stays healthy too. This is Preston Sound on Inspection.